Let's learn how to set up predictive analytics in Google Analytics. With this presentation, we'll guide you through setting up and using predictive models to forecast customer behavior and make smart marketing decisions. Let's get started. Once again, predictive analytics uses data to forecast future customer behavior. GA4, that is Google Analytics 4, allows you to set up predictive models to make smarter marketing decisions. Think of it as your business's weather forecast, but instead of rain, we are predicting sales. Some of the prerequisites: you will need a GA4 account for this process. You'll have to enable e-commerce tracking in GA4 to track purchases on your website. So when you set up your GA4 account, you would be asked whether you want to use it for e-commerce tracking. And then you will need sufficient data. So Google recommends at least 1,000 purchase events over 28 days for predictive metrics to work effectively. Great. Now that you have it all, we'll log into our analytics account, ensure that we are viewing the GA4 property of your website, and on the left sidebar we will click on Explore. So we jump back to my Google Analytics account. That's a good demo Google Analytics account. And over here I click on Explore. So when we click on Explore, you will see there are a lot of options. So as suggested, you start a new exploration by clicking on blank to start a new exploration report. Add dimensions and metrics include purchase probability, churn probability, country, device category, total revenue, and purchaser conversion rates. Let's go through this one by one. We click on blank. Now that's a free form. You can name the exploration. So let's name it test exploration. Data is from October 16th to November 12th. Okay, last 28 days. Now we select segments like purchase probability, churn probability, country, device category. So I come to not general, not shopping, not templates, but predictive. Now over here we have likely 7-day purchasers, likely 7-day churning users, predicted 28-day top spenders, likely first time 7-day purchasers, likely 7-day churning purchasers. So let's say likely add 7-day purchasers. We click on build and save and apply. So the likely 7-day purchaser is added. So that's a purchase probability. Okay, then we have dimensions and matrices. So we can add things like device category, total revenue, and purchase options. So platform and device, app store, app version, browser version, device brand. So we can select all of this, confirm, and then you can select the matrices. So let's say e-commerce, add to cart, checkouts, e-commerce purchases, confirm, and that's our matrix. So once you select the relevant matrices, if you have the data sets, there would be some sort of data visible over here. Right now probably our data set does not have the relevant information, and that is why it is blank. Let's add some more segments. Maybe we can add yet another segment. Predictive, save and apply. Still no data. Okay, let's delete all of this, retry, cancel. Okay, we remove this, and let's see if we have something. How you want to look at the data? So some error here. No data for this combination of segments. Let's remove some of the segments. Let's remove this as well. Okay, no data for this particular combination is what we see. Okay, so if this is going to be a bit difficult, you will have to give this Let's remove this as well and look for a new segment. Save and apply. Let's see if this works. Okay, so probably our data set is not enough to provide us with the inputs, but yeah, that's how it's going to work. When you apply these segments, you will get a table on the right where you can now review the results. So once you are through with this, you will be able to look at the audiences that has the likelihood that a user will make a purchase in 7 days, or a churn probability is a likelihood that a user will not return in the next 7 days. And based on this, you can send personalized emails to users with high purchase probability. You can re-engage users with high churn probability through special offers or content. You can allocate more budget to segments with higher purchase probability. Now, once you have the purchase probability fixed, you can now create an audience accordingly. We go back to, say, home. Some issue is here. Let's refresh it. Okay, advertising. I don't need advertising. I need to go back to home. Some issue is going on. Let's click on admin. Click on audience. Now here I can possibly create new audience. No. Create. No, I don't want to create a new account. I want to create an audience. And where can I do that from? Explore. Not here. Reports. I don't think I can do that here. Okay, that's in the settings. Recently accessed audiences, test explorations. Click on configure and then audiences. So we don't have a configure option that we see. So we go to admin, accounts, property, data collection, data display, audiences. So you see these are the predictive audiences: predicted 28-day top spenders, likely 7-day purchasers, top spenders, top 5% of users. So these are all different audiences that have been created. Okay, I'll come back to my account. If I click on audiences here, I can click on a predictive. Now so this comes where? Data display, audiences, and then option to create a new audience. Okay. So since this is a demo store, I do not have an option to create an audience here. But if you will have your account, you will have an option to add a new audience, and you can select predictive over here, and you will get likely 7-day purchasers, likely 7-day churning users. So you can create the audiences out of them to use in your ad campaigns. So that's how you create an audience. Once you have set up the model, it is just the beginning. And to keep it effective, you check your predictive metrics weekly or monthly. And if the segment's behavior changes, adopt your campaigns accordingly. Experiment with different offers or messages to see what resonates and works. Some of the common questions that comes to us: what if I don't see predictive metrics? Well, you might not have enough data yet. Keep collecting data and they will appear when ready. So that's why. So this is my account and I do not have enough data, and that is why I do not see predictive matrices. Whereas if I was looking at this account, I have predictive information right here. So is this compliant with privacy laws? Well, yes, as long as you are following Google's guidelines and privacy policies. Can I use this with non-e-commerce websites? Well, predictive analytics or predictive metrics are primarily for e-commerce, but you can still use GA4's other powerful features for non-e-commerce websites. To wrap up and the next steps, you have taken a big step towards data-driven marketing by setting up a predictive model in Google Analytics. You start tailoring your marketing efforts based on the insights you have gained. GA4 has a wealth of tools. Don't hesitate to explore. Be curious. In our next lesson, we will dive into implementing customer segmentation based on predictive data. Some resources: Google Analytics Help Center, Google Analytics Academy, additional tutorials and articles for further reading. Remember, data is your friend, and tools like Google Analytics makes it easier than ever to harness this power. Stay ahead of the curve by understanding and predicting consumer behavior. You are not just keeping up with the competition, you are staying ahead of the curve. So keep exploring, stay curious, and happy marketing. Wish you all the very best. Should you have any questions, feel free to ask me and I'll do my best to answer it all to you. Have a great and a wonderful day. Bye bye.